All right, so as promised, SBI Auto Opportunities Fund is in focus, and Tanmay Desai is joining us now from the SBI Mutual Fund team to talk to us more about it. Tanmay, good afternoon. Thank you so much for your time. So this is a very big space we are talking about here. In fact, now that we are having this discussion, it occurs to me that auto should not be seen in isolation only as OEMs. There is an entire ecosystem around it. Talk to us about how you analyze the opportunities here that you are launching this fund.
Yeah, thank you, and good afternoon to you and all the viewers. As you rightly asked, when we think about the automotive space, we try to subdivide it into four different categories or opportunities. One, of course, is the original equipment manufacturers. Second is the auto ancillary companies. Third is exports, and fourth is the EV mobility space, or in general, the alternate fuel space. Now, when we think about, of course, the OEMs, you will have all the various vehicle categories out here, like two-wheelers, passenger cars, commercial vehicles. And within that, we do observe that the quotient of under-penetration is quite high in a country like India. At the same time, the factor of affordability is improving. It is throwing, of course, significant opportunity. But of course, at any given point in time, one has to ascertain the cyclical uptrends or downtrends within the OEM space. The second basket is the auto ancillary companies. By sheer virtue of the exposure of the auto ancillary company to multiple OEMs, multiple vehicle categories, multiple components, and within each component, multiple technologies, they do provide a very high quality, diversified way of growth to play the automotive opportunity. The third is exports, which is part and parcel of either OEMs as well as the auto ancillary companies. But what we are observing is that the competitiveness of India on a global landscape, as far as exports opportunity is concerned, is improving quite a lot. We do see the cost of raw material in India cheaper than in certain large manufacturing global hubs. We do see the cost of labor as well as power more favorable in India at this point in time. At the same time, when we compare the vehicle of India today versus that globally, with the emission standards in place and us moving from BS4 to BS6, the vehicle in India is at par with regards to regulatory requirements, allowing a company to invest in a larger capacity and thereby catering to both the domestic opportunity as well as the exports opportunity. Lastly, of course, the EV ecosystem is shaping up well. There has been support by the government out here, and we are seeing an increase in the penetration, for the various companies. And within EVs, we do see opportunities in certain vehicle categories, but equally importantly, in a number of auto ancillary companies which are investing today for the future. We do see the order book of a number of these companies kind of getting enhanced as we speak.
Right. Tanmay, let's talk about auto anch part first. So one is that ICE engine is not going away in a hurry. The other part is that ancillary of any vehicle, batteries, you're talking about wipers, some electrical equipment, tires, they are going to be used anywhere, right, whether it's ICE or EV. And then, of course, we are talking about an entire generation of new parts required because of onslaught of EV. How many companies are there in the universe in auto ancillary overall? And as an auto ancillary basket from current, what size is it and how do you see it go in the next 3-4 years?
So when we do skim through our universe, we could identify 134 companies. Within the 134 companies, 20 of them are the original equipment manufacturers, and the remaining are predominantly the auto ancillary companies, along with certain dealers and trading companies. So yes, the universe is definitely very large for the auto ancillary companies, predominantly them being small and mid cap in nature.
Would you also be looking at the financiers? Because there are different kind of financiers. One is auto, simple two-wheeler, four-wheeler. Then there are farm equipment, tractor type financiers. There are used CVs and new CV financiers. Do they also make a cut to your fund?
They are not part of our universe. At this point in time, we do see a plethora of opportunities, some, of course, in the OEM space, but many, many in the auto ancillary space. And as I was mentioning, they are growing with multiple OEMs. They are growing by introducing more and more number of components. And many of them are, in fact, investing in technology and emerging as even technology leaders. So purely looking at the vast universe that we have, we believe the theme of the fund is to play the auto and the auto ancillary opportunity, wherein we did highlight the universe that we have of around 134 stocks. The fund will permit us to evaluate some of these names within 20% of the fund. But as I said, the endeavor is to look at auto ancillary names where we do see many opportunities.
Great. Tanmay, great chatting. Thanks so much for your time and good luck with this fund. A pretty unique one indeed, and the cycle is taking off. The cycle is very dynamic, so much happening there. Outlook certainly looks good.